Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me start this video by saying that working for any of the big four firms is respectable, and this video is not meant to throw shade on anyone who's worked for one before, who's working for one right now, or plans to work for one in the future. I wanted this video to be purely educational. When I was an accounting student at USC, I wasn't aware of what working for a big four firm was like. Of course, we would have people come in to talk about their experience, but it still felt very filtered. So I spoke to a lot of my friends who have either worked for a big four firm in the past or are working for one right now to get a feel for what they think the pros and cons would be. I'm Eesen, a proud graduate of the University of Southern California, where I studied business and accounting. I currently work as a consultant at Workday, but I also mentor students to help them land jobs and internships. Before I jump right into it, I would really appreciate it if you could smash that like button for me and also hit the subscribe button because I post videos every single week. So let's start with the pros. Number one, working for any one of these firms is like having a stamp of approval on your resume. There's so much credibility that comes with working for the big four that you probably won't have to worry about being unemployed for the rest of your life. That being said, people do inevitably leave to pursue opportunities in the industry, and they tend to leave once they either hit senior or manager. So what is senior or manager? You'll start as a staff, and then after 2 years, you'll hit senior. And once you're a senior, it takes about 3 to 5 years to then become a manager. And while you can leave after you hit senior, people tend to stick around until they become a manager because there tends to be more opportunity available in the market. And if you like the big four lifestyle, you can stick around to even hit principal, but people do tend to leave to pursue other opportunities in the industry. Number two, you'll get to work with a bunch of different clients. The reason why this is great is because you're getting a lot of experience, but also you can build relationships to potentially find an exit opportunity with one of the clients you're working with. Number three, you'll have access to so much training and learning opportunities, more than you will ever need. I'm a big believer in professional development even after college, and so it's great to see that these firms are providing you with opportunities to advance your career. And what's also nice is that these trainings can also lead to more networking opportunities. For example, Deloitte has their own Deloitte University, which is a great way for you to network and meet other Deloitte professionals. In addition, in a good economy, the firm will reward you with all kinds of perks like Starbucks, free meals, office events, performance bonuses, and so on. And you don't have to worry about moving around because these firms have branches everywhere. You may even be able to do a rotation internationally. And lastly, these firms are investing into really cool software that will take out the tedious work. So those are the pros. Now how about the cons? Number one, for the amount of hours you're putting in, the pay isn't that substantial. And unfortunately, because of COVID, which no one could have predicted, a lot of the promotions are being stalled and the raises are quite small right now. So this chart was provided to me by a friend of mine who works at Deloitte, and these are averages for the San Francisco Bay Area for audit. In your first year, you're making an average of $70,000. In your second year, you're making an average of $71,300. In your third year, you're making anywhere between $72,600 and $73,800. In your fourth year, you're making between $77,500 and $85,000. And in your fifth year, you're making between $92,000 and $101,000. What's unfortunate is these firms don't even negotiate. So if you have an offer, and let's say you performed really well in your class and you have an incredible GPA, you are going to be making the same amount of money as someone else who didn't perform as well. Number two, the busy season expectation is that you will work a minimum of 55 hours a week. And that's a minimum. Let's put that into perspective. A 9 to 5 job is 40 hours a week. 9 to 6, 45 hours a week. 9 to 7, 50 hours a week. 9 to 8, 55 hours a week. And that, once again, is the bare minimum you will have to put in during busy season, and there's no overtime pay. This is not including the administrative tasks and training that you will have to do. The expectation is that you will work through weekends, be on that 10 p.m. call, or stay up till 5:30 a.m. to meet a tight deadline. And next, the firm will do what is best for everyone nationally. If you're a top performer or you're working in an office which is bringing in a lot of revenue for the firm, unfortunately, if there are pay cuts, it's spread across the board. And performance bonuses and promotions are also going to be stalled across the board. And that can be frustrating. Imagine this, you are putting in so much work, you're one of the best performing individuals, and even after all of that, you are also taking the hit. And my friend specifically told me not to list the people as a pro or a con. When I was a student, there were a lot of people saying you should pick which one of the big four firms you want to work for based on the people. And the reason why this doesn't work as effectively is because You don't know who you'll be working with, and you could be working with different people depending on your projects. There are some people you are going to love, and there are some people that you're just not going to want to work with. Hopefully this gives you a better idea as to what the pros and cons are of working for a Big Four firm. And again, working for a Big Four firm is great, but I still think that there are opportunities outside of working for the Big Four firm that you can be a part of that will advance your career. I was seen as a black sheep because I chose not to work for a Big Four firm or for a Tier 2 accounting firm. But even then, at the end of the day, when I look back on my decision, I think about what is most important to me right now. My work-life balance, office culture, and salary. In school, the narrative that was being told is, if you're not going to work at a Big Four firm as an accounting student, then you are probably a failure. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. And with that, I'll talk to you soon.